Dragon.
We actually get to play with
Yeah!
big bad.
Yeah!
Boy,
Cat!
you're not.
Why? Why are you like this, Cat?
You're making the final boss look weak. Ooh, Triceratops.
Ow.
So I think one of my favorite spoofs that I've ever seen of Power Rangers was the Teen Titans Go episode,
What?
where where Cyborg builds a robot, basically, and they all like form different parts.
Uh-huh.
And then they have the right arm, the left arm, right leg, left leg, and the head.
Voltron did it first.
Well, it's basic, but it's spoofing the Power Rangers.
Oh, I know, for the American audience, but...
But, I mean, Voltron, yeah, was first, but no one really knows about Voltron. Let's be real here.
Which is sad, because Voltron is actually a really good show. Gotcha, bitch!
Other than, I guess, the new Netflix show or whatever, but... Anyways.
Yeah.
So they're doing their thing or whatever, and so they go to suit up into the armor. And Robin obviously wants to be the head.
Of course.
And he's like, all right, head, go. And then Cyborg drops down in the head, and he's like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm the head, I'm the leader. He's like, this is my robot.
Bruh.
I'm the head.
Exactly.
And then he's like, well, where am I supposed to go? Left leg.
Damn! Left leg.
And so he gets to the left leg, and then he's disappointed because all he can do is left leg things. And the whole moral of the story is that like he realizes that the left leg's really powerful.
Yeah.
So he starts working out only his left leg.
Oh, good lord.
So his left leg gets really swole.
Why?
And then he breaks from the robot during a battle and just fights with just the left leg flying around. It is hilarious. But of course he learns to love his whole body at the end of the episode.
Of course.
But it was just so funny. Teen Titans Go is great. I love it.
I didn't get into it until way later.
The first few episodes are kind of which I can see where people complain like this is dumb. But once you start getting later and they like do the whole like fuck, what was the name of that show, that 80s show? Oh god.
He-Man.
No.
Thundercats.
Fuck.
Astro Boy.
Heavy Metal? I think Heavy Metal. South Park did basically an episode of it too, where they were cheesing.
Uh-huh.
So you know that art style?
Yes.
They did an episode like that.
Oh, I know which
Yeah.
is that the musical episode?
Yeah.
Yes! That's the one with CeeLo, Fall Out Boy.
Yeah.
Yes, that episode is
night,
amazing.
The night
Yes, it's
begins to rise or something like that.
yes. That was an amazing episode. That was the first episode that made me start getting into it.
Yeah, and then I just recently watched both Teen Titans Go's movies, and holy shit, those are fucking good. Those are hilarious.
I know there's a crossover with the new
With the
Thundercats.
There's the Teen Titans versus Teen Titans Go.
Yes.
There's the Teen
Because
Titans.
they bring in Superboy, Aqualad, I think Nightwing.
There's an episode where they get serious that has the Young Justice show up.
That's the episode I'm thinking of.
Yeah, because they're like, well, we got to get serious because no one takes us seriously, and then their whole they just get like super serious, chiseled chins and everything. And they're like, why are we so serious?
Yes, my lord.
I don't want to play as you. I want to finish being Magna.
But yeah, it was just. But the movie was great. And Teen Titans Go to the movies. Which the whole point is to get a villain.
Yeah.
Because Robin doesn't ever have any movies. And I relate to that because I want Nightwing to get a movie. But he never gets a movie and he never gets his time to shine.
Yeah.
Other than the Titans series on DC Universe, which is fucking great.
I want to get DC Universe.
And it's like $8 a month or something. I think it's worth it alone just for the Titans.
I want to watch Harley.
Harley Quinn's pretty good too.
I've heard nothing but good things about the show.
It's basically parody. So if you're okay with parody, then it's great. It's funny. But yeah, no, they made a joke because they were like filming Batman versus Superman, Dawn of Justice.
Wait, so this takes place during that filming?
Basically, they have Batman and Superman going, and they make the joke about the Martha. And they're like, "What's your mother's name?" And Superman's like, "Martha." "My mother's name's Martha too." And then they like start shaking hands and hugging. And then Batman backs up. "What's your father's name?" And then I don't remember Superman's father's name. Fuck.
Jonathan.
Is it Jonathan?
Yes, Jonathan Kent.
See, I can never remember. I just know him as Dad Kent or whatever. But yeah, and then Batman's like, "Mine's named Thomas," and then punches him in the face.
Save Martha.
And in that movie, Superman is Nick Cage. Yeah.
They gave Nick Cage Superman.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he was supposed to be a Superman.
I know. But that's the whole thing, yeah. And then, well, it's hilarious, and,
I hate this.
You have no idea the power I possess.
Billy!
And then in, Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans, it's also hilarious. Because you got obviously the Teen Titans that everyone enjoys, and the Teen Titans Go. And they mesh well together because the other Titans are all serious.
Yes.
And the Teen Titans Go are just like not serious. And like the Teen Titans are trying to figure out what's going on, and all Robin from Go wants to do is win the fight. Like, that's all he cares about. Yeah, winning!
I mean, yeah.
And basically they're just like, and then the Starfire from Go is always just like, "That Robin's so dreamy and handsome." Hi there, handsome Robin.
I would have been pissed. Just don't you say that to me.
And then they go into the DC animated universe, where
Oh no. The movies?
the movies basically, where they're a little bit more serious. So they go to that because they start jumping multiverses because they get the Wabba thingy from Santa Claus,
Wabba lubba dub dub.
which that's how Santa Claus spies on everyone and all that, is the little thing that allows him to hot places. It's a whole thing. And they go to that world and they get there and Starfire's like, "Even more handsome Robin," because it's Nightwing.
Yes.
And it's the actual voice actors for that
show.
that movie, those movies.
Yeah.
It's those people, and they're just like, "What's going on?" And then when they start going back to their universes, Teen Titans Go Robin steals Nightwing's outfit, puts it on. He's like, "Well, time to go home with my serious team." And then Nightwing walks up and he has a trash can covering his junk, and he's like, "Give me that."
Give me my suit. I mean, technically it is his suit, but it's not his suit yet.
It's just so funny. Just the jokes. Like the jokes they make.
Oh yeah, they're kind of brutal though. They're also kind of brutal. Cause it's more of an Easter egg, but if you don't know what to look for, you wouldn't know it.
Like, you can tell that the show is written by people who enjoy comics.
They're fans.
Like, they enjoy comics, period. Because they make all kinds of jokes. Like, they even reference Marvel a few times.
Yeah, I know they wrote when
they were doing their origins or whatever,
Yeah.
fucking Raven took Spider-Man's origin.
Really?
Instead of being bitten by a radioactive spider, was bitten by a radioactive raven.
I know in the tower, in one of the episodes, they had an urn that said Robin 2 next to a crowbar.
Yeah.
I was like, first off, rude as shit.
That's a blink and you miss it type thing.
Yeah. I'm like, who did this? Which one of your animators did this, and why would y'all let them?
And then they made another episode that was just ripping on how people say old animation was better. So they went back to the 60s animation style. Yeah, and they were like, I can't move my arms. I can only move my lips.
Why?
And then they're like, time to, and they're basically the whole point is like, cause Robin throws batarangs or whatever, and it's just recycling the batarang throw with just different things. So he's like, batarang, and then it goes back, batarang, electric. It's just ripping on the whole like just that whole idea of going back into the '60s, and that animation was better.
Nobody said that. We said the old style for the original Teen Titans.
But apparently
fuckers.
But apparently they've got enough complaints about how the animation is lame and not as good because obviously with the, I guess, the free arms or whatever, which actually requires a lot more animation.
Oh yeah.
So they're like, no, we'll show you. Went back to '60s, and they're like, and they had a narrator too, and
really,
and they even referenced the narrator, like, who's talking? I am the narrator. The audience will have no idea what's going on unless I fill them in with pointless exposition.
I mean,
and then it's like, meanwhile, as the Titans are adventuring, sneaking through the tower or whatever, and Robin's like, shut up.
No. Haha.
And then
bitch.
I think the villain of that episode is the Weird Al Yankovic.
No way.
Because I know Weird Al voices Darkseid in one of the movies.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, he comes in and it's like Darkseid just rolls up and it's Weird Al. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, I'm here for it.
Yeah, it was
Kill him, Jason.
Yeah, it was funny. Yeah.
I couldn't see Weird Al as Darkseid.
I couldn't either until I seen it in the movie. I'm like, you know what? It makes sense.
No, it don't. It makes absolutely no sense.
My Eminence, are you alright?
Nope.
I'm fine. It's nothing. Then maybe we should go another round. I promise. I'll make a stronger impression.
Damn.
We have Nerve Ranger, but when our Eminence is finished with you, it'll be a distant memory.
We already have what he requires. Secure the prisoner. We return home.
It ain't looking good.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just fought myself?
Oh, so she knows.
Yeah.
We have a situation. The domed city of Corinth, home of the RPM Rangers.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Rangers leader, Dr. K, has found a way to
remember
neutralize the
that.
dragon cannons.
What? Jen, if we could stop their cannons, the sentries wouldn't be able to warp our powers.
Samurai.
This is huge.
Right.
But the city's under siege.
That's the Samurai
Space Patrol
Ranger.
Delta Rangers and the
But
RPM
not
Rangers
playable.
are
It's
doing their
weird.
best to hold off Draken's forces. But there's a 10-mile no
Is
teleportation
the
zone.
Samurai Ranger
We
playable?
can't get
No.
Dr. K or her tech out. And ever since Zordon sent out his message, I've been getting energy pings from Rangers in other eras, survivors of Draken's attacks.
I wonder why the
Jason, I know
I
Corinth
wonder
is
why they didn't
important,
make
but
the
if there are Rangers
Samurai
survivors
Ranger
out
playable.
there-
All right, here's what we're gonna do.
I don't
Lauren
know.
and I will head
Like,
to
I
Corinth
thought they
to
were
work on
past.
Dr.
I
K's
think
safety.
Is there
Jen,
somebody from
you and
the
Kim pick up whatever
series so
Rangers you
far?
can.
No,
Make
there's
sure
no
you
samurai.
take Trini. She's been working on some new armor upgrades that may come in handy.
Unless you can
Everyone stay in touch, and we'll rendezvous back at the
cameo
command
characters,
center.
I guess.
Got it.
No, I'm saying play up.
Yeah, no, there's no samurai.
No, Gia.
She ain't samurai.
Yes, she is.
Are you sure?
I'm positive. That.
Dragon armor Trini.
Yeah. That have. I think that only in the comics.
I wonder if they got to replace Trini. Did they get the Rangers back to voice act?
Not all of them.
Just some of them? Like Tommy?
He's the only one I know that's back.